All right, all right. Warming up. We got T-minus 8 minutes to get down to the start. It's really more like 10 minutes really, because you don't start at 6:30 for our group. It actually starts up afterwards. So we got a bunch of people warming up. It's gonna trickle down a bit, but you got different ride groups over there. That's basically the start straight. Nice little gravel. And then I'm running parallel with it right now. You can see where those cones are. And then you dive right into the woods. So XC folks have a chance to make up time there. Downhill type folks have a chance to make up time there. So it looks like some raindrops are falling on my head. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting how this kind of works out. So most people right now are already made their way over to essentially that staging area. The race that just happened should be wrapping up already. I think like the last lappers just went through. Serious business when just about everybody out here has on that spandex, man. And then not as packed right now because of the pending rain. It's all sold out, but you have the makeup days or mist days, whatever the heck it is. So yeah. I saw Corey out here already. He's taking pictures over by the last stretch, and I'm sure he'll make his way over to the finish. But he's getting the starter pictures. So I got a nice little pump in, heart rate chilling around like 130. I'm feeling good actually. Just about to drink my little pregame and get things started. So looks like everybody's already making their way to the start. See y'all in a few. Oh yeah. All right, so we're about to get started here. Look at the crowd. All the XC bikes. No big bike this year. I actually have a proper XC bike / trail bike for it. Nice and clean. So, yep, I'm gonna be starting kind of back. It's staged up, so depending on what group you are, they move you up. But man, now that I notice, I gotta pee really bad. So, and the rain may have heard me, so it's coming down as well. But all right, here we go. Good work, my good man.
It's on.
So this is all the riders, all the cool bikes, all the XC stuff. That's what I was gonna get. The Trek Top Fuel 9.8, and that is the XO though. I was gonna get the XT. You got your Super Caliber out. What looks like another Epic. Top Fuel. So you always got the 120s out here. Specialized BMC. You got what looks like Corey's bike actually. That is the Smuggler. And then over there you got the Stumpy. And then you got my bike over there. So it's a variation of bikes out here. Some people may have bigger bikes than others. Last year I had the Ripmo out, the GTs, Santa Cruz, looks like the Blur, a variety of different ones, the Pivot. Huh? There you go. And you got the old Stumps, the Scott. Yeah, so it's a crazy variety of cars, bikes out here, and I am cold. So I'm gonna recap when we get back. But yeah, that's the show right here, boys and girls. Woo, what's going on, folks? All right. So I'm home now, and race is done. And I actually placed pretty well. I'm kind of tired right now, actually. That was a really good push. Ended up in 7th place, a respectable 7th place out of 19 people, especially when you botched the start as badly as I did. I wasn't paying attention. I just kind of went to the back of the pack, and then they were leading everything off. I thought that they were going to, I forgot what group I even signed up for. And then as far as where they were placed, so I was just asking people, oh, what are you in? Oh, it's like sport 35 plus. Oh, I think I'm around here. And then I was like, hold on, I think I signed up for expert idiotically. Where the heck is that? Oh, they already went. Oh, crap. So, yeah, needless to say, they already crest the hill. I do have GoPro footage of it, and that will be posted separately. It's still going to be the full race. So, yeah, expect that. I'm not clipping anything. That stuff takes way too long. But no, big shout out to Corey. Corey's out there taking pictures and everything. That's K-Hop. He's doing a bunch of photos, and it's actually free, so we'll see how the photos come up. How did I feel for the race? So came in, basically was ill prepared on a bunch of stuff. I felt good hydration wise throughout. That wasn't an issue. Comparing, I did forget my darn GPS computer, so I had to use the watch, the Garmin watch, which is a little different. Everything's synced, but it's a little bit different. And the thing that I'm kind of upset on, quite honestly, is that in comparison to last year, I didn't PR shit. Like, what? I mean, the conditions versus last year, it was a little damp, of course, a little softer, so you can consider that when it comes to rolling resistance and everything, and a little bit of slippage, so a little bit more caution. Last year I was on a Ripmo with basically the same set of tires, and then now I'm on the Epic Evo, and I didn't get not one PR, bro. I mean, I was just moving last year on that Ripmo, and that's just a case to say two things. Maybe the Garmin watch is different, but the what's it called, it's a testament to how just good the Ripmo is. And once you put on like XC set, you can really rip on that thing, turn up the compression, and just make it a lot more efficient in that respect. So yeah, man, that was kind of a sad moment. But as far as performance wise, when it came to people out there, I did get passed a few times. So the initial group went out. I ended up passing a few people to obviously get up to 7th, because out of the 19th, I had to pass 12 people at some junction in the race. I have no freaking idea where the heck it was. The leaders in that group, I mean, they're just fast. There was actually ended up lapping us, essentially, I believe. But there was one group of 3 that just lapped us. I was apparently on the last lap. So I did 5 laps in that window of time. So if you can get past the lights, so it starts at 6:30, they stage off everybody. And then if you come in at 7:15 or later, they close the gates. So I got there like 7:21, so it was already past that time. Starting my 5th lap, it was actually 7:11, and then I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get 6 laps. And then next thing you know, it was like, we're going on the last climb. I'm like, I got enough legs, but I think we got one more. And as we're approaching, I'm like, crap, that says 7:21. I think the gates are closed. And then I didn't even think about it, man, as far as just sprinting, because I could have passed that guy right in front of me. But potentially, or it would have been just a nice photo finish. I feel I was on his tail when it comes to any of the tech and certain portions of the climb, but anything XC, that boy's gone. I think I'm not sure what class he was in. I want to say he was in the 50s though, like Sport 50, and he was actually a podium guy. So I feel really good as far as being able to follow him. He started behind me, essentially caught and passed me in lap 4. So 4. So 4 or 3. And so from there, basically, I just kind of reeled him in once he got going, and then I was just on his butt. And then for lap 4, the rest of 4 and 5. We pretty much was trailing each other. He would be gone on the gravel. He's in a harder gear. On the hill climbs, he's also in a harder gear while I'm just pacing. And that's where my legs wasn't done. So strategy-wise, my legs were fine. The problem was just getting the right breathing and keeping my heart rate steady and consistent is what I was kind of mentally fighting. In that turn, was so worried about what my heart rate was I actually didn't push hard enough. So next time, what I got to just kind of tell myself is, look, switch up in the gears, switch down in the gears more aggressively, and then stay one gear higher. Like, put in that effort, push the legs. You only got 45 minutes, or in this case, 50 minutes. So at most 1 hour if you get into that 6th lap. The top guys finished out in 56 minutes. I finished out at 50:33. So with that consistent 10-minute loop, I would have finished basically at an hour. So hey, just go ahead and keep pushing at that point, right? And only the top 3 folks actually got into that hour mark. So yeah, I was at 7th. I was about a minute behind 6th, and then about 2 minutes behind the next person, and then it would be more of a gap. And then of course the last 3, I think they came in at like 53 minutes, something ridiculous. That's just how fast they were going, and did 6 laps. So those boys were moving, man. But yeah, what is my Achilles? My Achilles is just that I got to step it up when it comes to having one gear higher and then continuing to push. I think I did a good job trying to save my legs at times, but then I kind of did too good of a job saving my legs because there was nothing to save for. Some of the pushes there, I get too lax in sitting behind people. So once they're there, I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, but reading the room as you may, that one guy that ended up being in the podium on the sport that I was pretty much chasing, if I would have passed him on the downhill, I didn't have enough legs to keep it going for the rest. He would just catch me right back. But I should have just committed, did it, burn a candle, as they say, and then just push, and see what's up. But it's the same course. I can basically do some post-race, watching the video, kind of getting a better idea. There's some areas as far as lines and so forth I was experimenting with. Most of them was actually, I feel, a better line. I did feel as though I got better on some things as time went on. However, as time went on, there were certain areas where visibility was just bad. Visibility because it was essentially a rainy day. It was drizzling. That's why everything was damp. And it was very dark. You barely can see stuff, actually. So when it came to lap 4, 5, especially 4, 5, that's when it was like, is that a root? Is that a rock? And that kind of got you shivered a little bit. But even with that said, there was areas where I just wasn't consistent. Like if I was one gear higher and then pedaling more, attacking the downhills a little bit more, and then taking that momentum up the hill, that's what I was missing. I wasn't as smooth as I should have been, so I just need to focus on getting smoother in that regard, and then looking ahead more, because that was really one of my downfalls. I was always looking at somebody in front and watching their wheel and messing up, or I was just riding a little too soft in some areas where I should have been a little bit more aggressive. So yeah, those are my takeaways from the event. It's a good held event. If you haven't done racing before, I think this is a good one because it's a simple, here's 45 minutes to an hour window, get it done. If you can't get it done, it's okay. Go at your pace. Look for traffic behind you. People are real good as far as calling out. If you're going up a hill, and you're charging on somebody, give them a heads up. Hey, I'm going to pass on your left. Hey, I'm going to pass. Let me know what side. They'll sometimes yell it out, or in a lot of cases, passing on the left is the best way. A lot of the left sides are clear of debris from what I saw, and folks that were passing, like you can hear them charging, breathing heavy as hell behind you, and then it's just a matter of, okay, I'm going slow up this hill in comparison to them. I can hear them right behind, and yeah, they're just like, hey, behind, and I'll just yell, pass left, and then give them a little bit of room, but don't slow down too much. I mean, if they're fast enough to pass you, they better commit. is the way that I look at it. Give them some room, but just they have to commit and just speed up. But no, it was a lot of clean racing. People are fumbling. The course itself is a good mix of tech, flow, gravel. So on the gravel stuff, people definitely just always got me on that. When it comes in what I'll call in the trail, the first section is real rocky, techy, slippery, so I'll always get my gain in there. Then the next gravel section, you'll see them pulling away, like I'll gain in, you'll see the video, I'll gain in on them, and then on the next gravel section they'll be gone again. Then we come into the infield, then I'll gain them a little bit. And then the part that was surprising me that I'll gain people on was actually a long hill climb. There was a long hill climb kind of halfway through or 3/4 through, and I would actually start walking on people, which was surprising to me. And the only way I could think of that is that where I would gear down and stay consistent, they would continuously push, and this hill is long and consistent and a little techy, and so you would just kind of see them bobbling a little bit and puffing and puffing. So I would slow the gap there, and then when it comes to the next section, which is a little bit more flowy, I have legs, they don't have as much legs. I'm just gearing up, and then I start closing the gap a little bit, which was one of those things I was surprised on, which I did like that portion of things. But I need to still be able to do that climb one gear higher, I feel, and just watch my pace. So yeah, man, it was a good race. The folks that are hosting that did a great job. You have your free beer, free pizza. There's a lot of warm-up spots there. There's races happening before hours. Kiddies were out there. There's a huge park, man. The Pickall has a lot of different trail systems out there, and it was fun. It was fun, I have to admit. Looking forward to the rest of the races. This was race 1. I am signed up for the rest, which is a series of 4. And then the last one, that last week, which is the last week of May, is going to be rough. So Wednesday, we have the Wakefield. Thursday's Pickall. And then I ain't doing nothing because Sunday is then the longer race for the makeup day for Rails to River. So I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that. Just my thought is by the time we get there, that with all this riding, I'll be getting stronger and acclimated to everything. And then I just got to do my proper recovery. So thanks for tuning in. You'll see the video posted later. I'll try and get this one out as far as a quick vlog, and then the other one to be out as far as with the race. So race footage, unedited. So, and you'll hear me blabbing and breathing real hard in that damn thing for 50 minutes. So, all right, y'all, I will catch you on the next one. And thank you for the dozens and dozens of folks watching this. All right, y'all, catch you on the next one.